Welcome to Montana Garage. I have been waiting for this day for a long, long time. We got important pieces here under the car that are missing. There's no rear end. It's non-existent. I like to call it the old Bluetooth rear end, but that's about to change. Well, bam! Quick performance Ford 9-inch, all assembled and ready to rock. Let's get that bad boy under this bad boy. I don't even know how long it's been that the car's been on the jack stands. I think I ordered the rear end in early January. It's middle of March right now, so it took 2.5 months to get it here. It was probably December, maybe even November, when I took the other rear end out to measure and figure and try to decide what I was gonna do with this. So it's gonna be so nice to get that under there and make this thing a roller again. Now, I am a little bit nervous that everything's gonna fit. I mean, I don't know why I'm nervous. I mean, I used a tape measure and everything when I figured out how wide that was and how wide the tires were. And then I measured like 8 million times, like how wide that should end up. I mean, really, we should be good. I'm pretty confident that it's gonna fit as far as it's the right width and the tires and wheels are actually gonna fit under the wheel tubs or in the wheel tubs. But what I'm mostly nervous about is because of the style of wheel well on a 55 Chevy, it's hard to get the tires and wheels in there. I'm just hoping I'm not gonna have to like take the leaf springs down every time I wanna change wheels or something. But that's the good thing about today is we're getting ready to find out. So here's the rear end that's going in the 55. Go click on the link up here. Go back to the last video if you haven't watched it. That's where I fully assembled it and kind of gave an overview of what all I got going on here. But a quick, brief overview. Quick performance, Ford 9-inch with the, I think it's called the fabricated big web housing. And I just think this thing is just sexier than whatever. I mean, it's just, well, bam, you know? What else do you say? Look at the welds on this thing. I was starting to feel a little better about my welding until I looked at this again, and yeah, my welding is not good. Anywho, so it's Ford 9-inch, obviously. We got 35 spline axles, 456 wave track posi, and yeah, that's the ticket. That's what I went with. And let's get it from here over in the car, shall we? Let's grab the jack, and I'll try to kind of balance it on the jack, and then, you know, do my magic to get it over here. And I think when I took the last one out, I left the leaf springs in here and I kind of like muscled it over and then through and over. I think it's 2 bolts. I think I'll just drop the leaf springs down and then kind of, you know, scoot her on in there and then hopefully just, you know, smooth as butter, lift her on up, and that'll be that. All right, unless you're new to the channel, you know that smooth as butter. That doesn't happen around here, but we're hoping. Let's just see what happens. I think that's one of the first things we can do is drop down these leaf springs. I think they're just kind of hand tight anyways. Step 1, done, son. Step 2, the balancing act, coming right up. Let's put a blanket in the way. Oh, Nelly, my jack needs some more hydraulic fluid or something. You don't jack until we're way down to the bottom. At all. What are the odds of not dropping this? I'd say very, very slim. Let's get her back to under the ground a little closer in case we do. Look at that, just like the professionals. Except you can't see me now. I'm a professional rear end mover. I'm just not a professional camera guy. You'll have to take my word that it's still going good. I haven't even broke anything yet. All right, let's show you. Tried to give you guys a little light on the subject as we move this under here. All right, now what? You will notice I don't have any leaf spring perches on the rear end, so I got to figure out where it goes and then figure out the pinion angle and then put those bad boys in there and weld them in place. And that's why it's not painted also. Anywho, we'll get to all that stuff eventually. So I think where we're at right now is I got to scoot her a little further forward. Jacky, uppy, and then, I don't know, figure it out from there. Let's go. Easy. Watch it. What do you think? Further forward, it's gonna hit the trunk floor there. I don't have any idea how I am as far as center, but looks like pretty much not even close. Probably would have been. I mean, I'm close, but definitely got it. Whoa! All right, we'll worry about center later. Let's get the leaf springs up there so we don't lose the whole world. Can you guys even hear me? All right, let's see if we're high enough for this yet. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not sure exactly. Here's my, I don't know. We'll probably have to cut this out, you know, do some editing, the magic of TV, all that good stuff. I'm just trying to put a bolt through a hole. You guys have probably seen that before. Hello. Oh man. Come to Papa. Oh. Don't worry, I got it. All right. So I think the reason I didn't have these tight before is I think you want to get some weight on them before you tighten all this stuff up, but we'll snug them up a little more than finger tight and go to the other side. Going down. Just somewhere in there. All right, now maybe for a measuring device, approximately 4 3/4 to the inside of the bracket. 2 3/4. So we gotta go 1 inch this away. And that's gonna be the easiest way to do that without dropping the whole world. Dragging the jack. I don't know. We'll try that real quick. Oh yeah. Easy peasy. Too far probably. What'd you do with my tape measure? 3 1/2. I think we're gonna be close. I think it should have worked out to almost 3 3/4. 3 5/8. All right. We're ballpark-ish. It's not straight or nothing, but somewhere is in there, and we need some more pieces and parts. There we go. Got the leaf spring purchase. Ding! Fries are done. Leave me a comment if you know where the fries are done comment came from. Statement. You know, if you know what I mean when I say that. Who says fries are done? On TV or video or YouTube? You know what I mean. Oh man, are you trying to tell me that these don't have the right sized hole in them? Fries are done. Dang. Always got to be something, right? So these are the purchases I got from Quick Performance, and they appear to have a 1/2 inch hole, and the leaf springs are from Calvert, and they have a 9/16 pin, and these are some lowering blocks. I actually got 1.5 inches worth of lowering blocks. Where are they at? Right there. Because I know this thing's gonna sit a mile high in the back with these big tires on it, but that's gonna make it even harder to get the wheels in here. But I'm just gonna send it and start with all 3 of the lowering blocks. So the other thing I have here is spring perches that came with the did these come with the Caltrack? Can't remember if these came. I think these came with the, yeah, they must came, either they came with the Caltracks or the spring pocket kit from Williams. One way or another. They're pretty heavy duty. Now the Quick Performance one does have this boxed in, and obviously you weld these up, I'm assuming. But I don't have a 9/16 drill bit. I have several, like 12 1/2 inch, not that many, but I got a lot of 1/2 inch drill bits and no 9/16. I don't want to just, you know, warble her out, because you don't want that to be warbled out. So chances are really good that I'm going to be taking this apart 34 more times. And even if not, these probably strong enough for what I got going on. But so just because these fit and these work and these are what they are, I'm going to use these for getting it together, because I really want to get this thing together. Enough jibber jabber. Let's put this thing together, shall we? So here's these lowering blocks. These are also from Calvert Suspension. I have that Caltrack set up on there. And they actually, I called and asked them if lowering it kind of changes the geometries or whatever. And they said nope. And they actually sell lowering blocks. So I think they said maybe 2 inches as far as they'd recommend. So I bought 3 of these, which will equal 1.5 inches. And then once you figure out what you want, then you can tack them together or whatever. So like I said, I'm going to start with all 3 and see what happens. All right, looks like we need a little more uppage. One of these guys. One of these guys, 3 of these guys. Oh, hello. Nailed it. All right, so we're somewhere as close to where we want to be even. So once again, going down. I'm going to leave the jack under there so it doesn't, nose heavy or pinion heavy. If I take the jack out, it's just going to go whoop. So we got to do some more measuring and then get some bolts on there. Got the old tape measure out and went back and forth a few times and just measured leaf spring to the outside of the axle flange, and they're both pretty much right on about 7 1/8. So I think we're centered. It still looks like it's pinioned down, but I'm gonna just leave it how it is and get some U-bolts and then these Caltracs and stuff and get that kind of situated. There's no way in heck the tires are going in this position. So now that the U-bolts are tight, I'm going to jack up on the car and the rear end, and then my jack stands up there, I'll raise them up higher and see if I can get the body higher off the ground, and we'll see if that helps us out. All right, we're coming up off the jack stands, I think. A little higher, I can get one more notch on the jack stand. One, two flat, and then 2 teeth. I got more over here. Nothing like jacking the car a million miles up in the air to make you nervous. All right, so now we'll slowly come back down to those jack stands. Just make sure everything's hunky-dory. All right, so we're on the jack stands. Got weight on them. Just trying to get full droop on the spring here. All right, so that's full droop. Just gonna leave some weight on the jack. Then we'll check our tire situation again. Still got your basic no-go. So we'll try letting some air out. Can't find my valve stem remover, so we'll do this and wait. Car's jacked up, air's out of the tire. Hopefully I'm not gonna make it come off the bead. Might have to make the car just a little taller. We're gonna be good once we get under the lip. If we can get under the lip. Boy, I think it might actually work. Shouldn't be too soon, I guess. If I could just line up. Oh, look at there. Whew, how about those apples? All right, I'll come back once I got the lug nuts on, some air back in the tire. And heck, I guess we'll probably do the same thing to the other side, and then we'll come back and see what's going on. All right, going down. Nice and slow. All right, how's she look? I suspected. A little high still, but let's go take the front down. Now how are we looking? Too hard to get far enough away from it, but I could probably live with that. I still got a little bit of jack under the front because the coil springs need adjusted up. It's gonna be too low if I go all the way down. Oh man. What a day. Finally get the car back on the ground. Talk about a motivating situation or motivating whatever it is. It's motivating. Man, I want to get this thing done. All right, well, I am supposed to be inside about an hour ago, but I wanted to get this thing back on the ground. We will be back for more someday. It's a couple days later. I have not had time to get back out here in the Montana garage and work on the car, but I have made time at least once a day, probably a few times a day, to come out here and just look at it. I can't quit looking at it. Is that normal? Is there something wrong with me? But I'm back out here today. I just got a little bit of time. We're gonna get a couple little tiny details done. Probably not much more filming. This is probably, you know, kind of where we're gonna wrap this up. But I thought maybe you guys would also wanna spend a little more time just looking at it. Bam! There she is. I know we just looked at it, I mean, 5-10 seconds ago, but it's been, you know, several days in real time. And like I said, I haven't had a chance to do any work, but I come out here and look at it every day. And initially, I thought, I wish it was a little lower in the back. And I think I still do wish it was a little lower in the back. There's not much I can do there. I can add another 1/2 inch lowering block, I think. And we'll see what that does. It's not going to do much, but maybe it'll make me a little more happy. But if it doesn't work and I can't get the tires and wheels in there, or for some other reason it doesn't work, I mean, if I have to live with this, I mean, I can live with it. It doesn't look bad, do you think? I mean, just look at it. I wish it was a little lower, but like I said, it's growing on me. If this is how the stance ends up, I'll be happy with it. If we can get a 1/2 inch lower, and I can play with the ride height in the front because I got coilover shocks on there, so I can up Z and down Z a little bit up there. But we're kind of stuck with what we got back here, so I don't know if I gave you guys a very good look under here at the end of the video the other day. I was running short on time. So here we are with the tire rear end combination. Now I still have to add, I haven't put the brake calipers on. That's one of the things I'm going to do today is I think I'll pull the tires back off and put the brake calipers on just to make sure those don't cause enough interference to where I can't get the tires and wheels in and out of there. I don't think it's going to, but I just want to be sure this is all going to work. So let me know what you guys think. Did we nail the stance? Are we way off base? Did we wish it was totally different? Like I said, I wish it was a hair lower in the back, but it's growing on me and I can live with this. I know people have commented before, like I've seen other 55s that sit way lower in the back. Well, they probably got, you know, a 4-link or ladder bar suspension. The 57 here sits lower in the back and it's got bigger tires, but it's got a ladder bar coilover suspension where I can play with it. I mean, there's only so much like I can do with the leaf springs. I almost went with like a 4-link because of that, but I had to go this way, so it's going to be what it is. And again, I'm going to be happy with it either way. So comment below, let me know what you guys think. You know, I think she looks pretty mean. That's kind of what I'm going for, right? So let me know what you think. It is once again time to play Montana Garage Trivia. If you're new here and you don't know the deal, I'm gonna ask you a Montana Garage related trivia question. If you know the answer, put it in the comments below. If you don't know the answer, you might have to go watch another video, find the answer, then you come back here, put it in the comments below, and you're entered to win. We are gonna give away a $100 Amazon gift certificate. So pretty much anything you want from Amazon, up to $100 on me, just for watching Montana Garage and playing Montana Garage Trivia. What a deal. This may or may not be the last trivia question before we do the giveaway, so make sure you're subscribed and you got your little notifications turned on. And then I'll either do a short video or a community post or something to let you guys know when I'm gonna do a live stream. And then we'll do a live stream and I'll have you guys out there that are watching the live stream. You'll help me pick a winner. So stay tuned for that. it should be fun. Today's question has to do with the bucket seat install in the 55 Chevy. So a few videos back, we installed some Pro Car bucket seats. And to do that, I had to build some brackets, do some welding, metal cutting, all that sort of fun stuff. And I wasn't smart enough to, maybe I was smart enough, but I didn't have to think of the idea on how to design the brackets all by myself because somebody else on another YouTube channel had already done the hard work for me. In that video where I made the seat brackets, who did I borrow? All right, I'm gonna be honest, who did I steal? Who did I steal the idea from on how to design the brackets so I could put the bucket seats in the car? Most of you guys probably already following that YouTube channel and you know the answer just like that. Pop it in the comments below. If you don't know the answer, you gotta go back and watch the video, you'll find the answer. Then you come back here and put the answer in the comments below, and you might as well go follow that other YouTube channel because, I mean, that's where I stole the idea. That guy's brilliant over there. Anyways, we're gonna call it a day here. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. I'm not sure what's next. I have an American Auto Wire complete wiring system for the 55 right now sitting in the 57. So maybe we'll work on that. I don't know. Make sure you come back for the next video and we'll all find out together. See you then.